Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to another High Five, or I should say Hell 5 list, collection, countdown. This one's going to focus on Hell in a Cell. Now I'm really excited for the pay-per-view coming up this weekend. And I've got to be honest though, there's 3 Hell in a Cell matches, which seems quite a lot. And there's no real feuds at the moment that, deserve such a match. Maybe Rusev against Roman. Maybe. But there's been some fantastic ones in the past. All in all, there's been 32 Hell in a Cell matches. And I can tell you that The Undertaker has appeared at 14 of them. So this is a countdown of the best 5 Hell in a Cell matches. So at number 5, let's get it out of the way. It's the match that I think everyone is expecting to be number 1 because it is the most iconic. I think I'm right in saying it's still the most viewed match on the WWE network. It is The Undertaker versus Mankind, King of the Ring. June 28th, 1998. Now, what makes this so iconic is the fact that it starts on top of the cell. Undertaker comes out, he goes straight to the top of the cell, and so Mankind follows him. They go up, and there's a little bit of back and forth, and then you get that moment. It's got to be one of the most iconic of all time, where The Undertaker hurls Mankind over the side of the cell, but not only that, goes down into the announce table, and you think that's it, you think it's done. In fact, at one point they even raise the cell up so that they can get the paramedics round, but Undertaker's still on top, so they're actually raising the cell and Undertaker up into the rafters so they can get the paramedics round to Mick Foley. The cell comes back down. Foley's off down the entrance ramp when he, drags himself off and goes back. And he goes back up the cell. It's iconic. It's fantastic. And I can understand why for a lot of you this would be your number 1. But it's not really a match, if I'm nitpicking. It's just a great moment followed by a great moment followed by a great moment. The match itself is very, very short. It's just a few crazy spots put together. But you're talking about some of the greatest, if not the greatest spots of all time. And so it more than deserves being in the top 5, but I want to get it out of the way. At number 5, Undertaker versus Mankind. At number 4, this happened at No Way Out in the year 2000. It's Cactus Jack, Mankind, Mick Foley, basically, against Triple H. This was career versus title. It was for the WWE Championship, and it's pretty brutal. I mean, the finish itself, where they're on top, and he goes through the Cactus Jack goes through the cage, but not only that, it goes through the ring. It's kind of indented into the ring. It's got its brutal spots, brutal moments, just like that Undertaker Mankind match. But this is more of a match, and the stipulations as well. If Triple H loses, he loses the title. If Cactus Jack loses, then he's gone. He has to retire. In truth, he does lose, Cactus Jack, and he's not kept away for that long. Linda McMahon brings him back, and then at WrestleMania, which is only a few months after, we get a fatal 4-way in the main event with a McMahon in every corner, and Mick Foley's in that match, and he has Linda McMahon in his corner. But still, fantastic match, great spots, and that's why it's my number 4. At number 3, how about 6 men inside Hell in a Cell at the same time? Well, it happened. I don't think it will happen again because not long after this they invented the Elimination Chamber. But we had Rikishi, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Rock, Stone Cold, and Triple H all in the same match at the same time in Hell in a Cell, and it is wonderful. It is just full of spots, full of action, and you know, Rikishi in particular falls 15 foot off the top of the cell, which, you know, for a guy of his size, that is you know, brutal. I won't tell you which of the 6 guys wins, but it is, if you've not seen it, you need to check it out. It's a wonderful, action-packed match with 6 of the all-time greats involved. At number 2, it's the end of an era. It's Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania 28. What makes this so special is that the streak was on the line, and really the streak is one of the biggest things in wrestling history. Every year someone would step up and try to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania, and obviously it wasn't until Brock Lesnar came along at WrestleMania 30 that someone did. So no surprises as to who wins this match, but it doesn't take away from the drama that's involved. So the streak is on the line. You're talking about 2 of the greatest superstars of all time in Undertaker and Triple H. But not only that, the special guest referee for this match was none other than Shawn Michaels, the same Shawn Michaels who had been forced into retirement at WrestleMania 26 2 years earlier at the hands of The Undertaker. Shawn tried to beat The Undertaker twice at WrestleMania. Twice he came up short. Well, what was going to happen now? WrestleMania 28, Undertaker, Triple H, but Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. And it did feel like the end of an era, certainly when the 3 of them are at the top of the entrance ramp and they've all got their arms around each other, and they turn and they look at the crowd pretty much on its feet from start to finish. And it's got some great moments in this, really some great moments. I don't recall them going on top of the cell. I think it was all contained within, but the stories that were being told and the drama that was being built was, well, you've just got 2 of the greats, haven't you? 2 of the Hell in a Cell greats, Triple H and Undertaker, I'm sure, have featured in more Hell in a Cell matches than anyone else, and this was then going one-on-one, and the results were magical. But it's not number 1. Number 1, well, what do I say about number 1? It happened in 1997 at In Your House. It's the first ever Hell in a Cell match. It happens around the time of DX being formed, and so Shawn Michaels is involved, and he is a heel. The cell was constructed to keep people out and keep him contained. So, you know, the stipulation had real purpose. Not only that, it includes a massive bump, a massive spot from Michaels, who actually falls from the side, top of the side of the cell into an announce table. That was one of the biggest kind of spots up to that point. You've got to remember, this is 1997. This is the first ever Hell in a Cell match, and really we just hadn't seen things like this. But not only all of that, it's the debut of Kane. This is Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, In Your House, Bad Blood, 1997. It's wonderful. It's perfect. It's got everything. Great storytelling, real purpose, real kind of aggression, and there's blood, and, you know, there's that mad moment, well, I say mad moment, where Shawn comes off the side. The debut of Kane, this has been teased for a long time. You know, again, I won't give the result away on this, but it fits in perfectly. They got this absolutely bang on. I mean, for a long time they were teasing the arrival of the brother of The Undertaker, and that's what they finally deliver in this match. And it's just, you just don't get any better than that, do you? You don't get any bigger than that. It was brilliant. It was perfect. It was perfect. Awesome, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts. What's your favourite Hell in a Cell match of all time? I mean, obviously, There's an awful lot we've not mentioned, including Shane McMahon's crazy moment, crazy spot from this year's WrestleMania, where he actually jumps off the top and tries to deliver an elbow onto the Undertaker, who's on the announce table underneath. So yeah, it's definitely worth a mention. But there's loads, there's absolutely loads. So I'd love to know what your favourite was. Cool. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, I really would appreciate it if you could. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.